There was no blood on the sheets. Those 6 words broke me. It was supposed to be the most special night of my life. The room was filled with rose petals and soft candles. I was nervous, shy, and scared. I was only 18. And I thought love meant trust, gentleness, and care. On our wedding night, he came into the room. He was gentle and kind, trying to make me feel comfortable. Then, as he slowly approached, we began to lose ourselves in the moment. We felt every single moment. After some time, he looked down at the bed, then at me, his voice trembling. Why isn't there blood? At first, I didn't even understand what he meant. Then, it hit me like a slap. He thought I wasn't pure. My body went cold. My lips trembled. Ethan, not every girl. He cut me off. Don't lie to me, Emily. I've heard the stories. Every pure girl bleeds on her wedding night. I stood there in my white nightdress, tears burning my eyes. How could the man who just promised to love me forever now look at me like a stranger? He turned away. I need time. He didn't hold me. He didn't comfort me. He left the room, leaving me with a heart full of shame for something I didn't even understand. The next morning, I sat on the edge of the bed, my eyes swollen from crying all night. The door opened. Ethan didn't say good morning. He didn't look at me the same way he had on our wedding day. He said only one thing: pack your things. Go to your mother's house. I looked up at him, shocked. Ethan, please. You're misunderstanding me, he said coldly. I don't trust you anymore. Those words shattered me. I wanted to scream, to tell him that purity isn't something proved by blood. But my voice wouldn't come out. I went back to my mother's house with my wedding dress still folded in the bag, untouched, like my dreams. My mother opened the door and saw my face. Emily, what happened? I couldn't even answer. I just hugged her and cried like a child. When she finally heard what Ethan said, she sat down slowly, holding my face in her hands. My daughter, she said softly, blood doesn't prove purity. Your heart does. But not everyone understands that. Still, I couldn't stop blaming myself. I kept asking, why me? A few days later, Ethan came to drop off my documents. He didn't look at me. He just said, I'll send the divorce papers soon. My mother looked at him, her eyes steady. Before you destroy her life, at least learn the truth, she said. If you think she's not pure, take her to a doctor. Let science tell you what your heart won't believe. For a second, Ethan didn't say anything. His face softened just a little. Finally, he nodded. The next day, we went to the hospital. I sat there with shaking hands, my heart racing. The doctor, a kind, older woman, listened to everything quietly. Then she smiled softly and said, Mr. Ethan, not every woman bleeds during her first time. Some have thin or flexible hymens. It can break while playing sports, riding a bicycle, or even years before marriage. It's completely normal. Your wife is perfectly fine. Ethan's face turned pale. He looked at me, his eyes wide with guilt. The doctor continued gently. Virginity cannot be proven by blood. It's a myth, not a medical fact. I felt tears roll down my cheeks. For the first time, someone believed me and spoke for me. Ethan sat there frozen. He couldn't even meet my eyes. That night, I sat quietly on my mother's couch, staring at the wall. When the doorbell rang, it was Ethan. His eyes were red, his voice low. Emily, he whispered. I don't even know how to face you. He walked closer and then dropped to his knees in front of me. I destroyed you because of my ignorance. I sent you away. I didn't listen. I'm sorry. Tears filled my eyes. Seeing him like that, broken, crying, ashamed, I didn't know whether to hate him or forgive him. He grabbed my hands and said, please, give me one chance. I'll spend my whole life making this right. Forgiving him wasn't easy. It took time. It took tears. It took courage. For weeks, he came every day. He'd bring flowers, help my mom with groceries. He'd wait outside the house just to see if I was okay. He didn't try to force me back. He said, "You'll come home when you want to." Not because I said so. One evening, I looked out the window and saw him standing there, holding a small note. It said, "Love doesn't need proof. It needs trust." That was the moment I decided to forgive him. When I went back home, he welcomed me with flowers and tears. He said, "You don't have to prove anything to me ever again." We didn't talk much that night. We just sat together, hand in hand, silently rebuilding what was broken. Days turned into weeks, and slowly, the pain began to fade. Ethan started showing his love in small, gentle ways, making breakfast, leaving notes, and whispering sorry. One night, he sat beside me and said quietly, "Emily, that night, I thought I lost my honor, but really, I lost my heart. I hurt the only person who was truly pure." I looked at him, and for the first time since our wedding, I smiled a real, peaceful smile, because I could see in his eyes that he had finally learned what purity truly meant. Years have passed since then, and now, whenever a young girl, shy and worried, asks me, "What if I don't bleed on my wedding night?" I smile gently and say, "Then you're lucky, because purity isn't proved by pain. It's proved by truth, kindness, and the love you carry inside." Today, Ethan and I have built a life full of respect and understanding. He still holds my hand every morning and says, "I almost lost an angel because I listened to myths instead of my heart." And I always tell him, love isn't about proof. It's about faith. Blood doesn't define purity. Trust does.